Alright guys, so in this tutorial we're going to make a title for our web page. I'm going to introduce you to the heading tags. It's basically the title of your content. So I'll explain now. So you have your skeleton here, right? And for your web page you want to make a title for your web page. So for this web page it's going to be like my photos. So I'll have a website and I'll have my web page with just like all my photos. So I'm going to call this web page. The title of this web page will be my photos. So to make a title of your web page, you go into the heading. See the heading here, the head tags, and you just make a title tag. Again, using these, less than, greater than signs. All the XHTML tags use these. It's a big concept to know. So the title tag is just title, simple as that. And then I want to make this title, the title of my page, I want to make it my photos. Okay, and then of course you got to close the tag. With every tag you got to close it. So I want to close this tag. So same thing again, / title. Now I've got a title. So I want to say, I've already saved this as photos.html. So I'll show you what you do. You just file, save as, down here just save it as photos and a HTML document. Save it at that. I already have it saved, so I just click this. Get rid of that. So now if you open this up on your web browser, so just click this there. Get rid of that. So now this is our web page so far. This is in Firefox. As you can see, now that we have a title of our web page, my photos, the title comes up here, and also on the tab. That's what the title is for. So it's very necessary, and so that's the title. And now you see the body tag. This will be all our content. What our content will be is all the stuff in this white space, all here, right? So the first bit of content I want to make is the title of the page, like my photos. I want to have my photos here. So you come onto the web page and you have my photos actually on the page, and then you have all my photos. So I want to make a heading, and to make headings on your web page you use the heading tags, and there's like six heading tags. The first heading tag has more importance than the second heading tag. The second has more importance than the third heading tag, and that's how it goes down. So your most important heading will be H1. I'll show you this. H1, just for heading 1. So that's your heading 1 tag. So my most important heading is going to be my photos, right at the top of the page whenever you get onto it. So my photos, and then like every other tag you gotta close it. So /H1, and then I'm going to save this. I'm going to go to my web browser again, back to my web page, just refresh it. As you can see now, you have my photos on a web page, and this is like my title. So you have my photos, and then down here we can have all my photos and things like that. So as you can see, you see the size of this here. If I make this a heading 2 tag, a H2, and save this, I'll show you what happens to this. If I refresh that as H2, as you can see, it's smaller. It gets smaller because it's a less important tag. So I can have H1 up here, and then down here you can have a H2 over each photo, something like that. And then if I have a H3, if I make this H3, save that, refresh that in the web browser, it goes smaller again because it's less important again. But one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to use these just because of their size. You got to use these tags to mark up the importance of your title. XHTML, as you know, stands for Extensible Hypertext Markup Language. So it's all about marking up your text and marking up like the importance of your text. So if you have your main title, you want to mark it up as your main title. So you'll understand this a bit more, but just you gotta grasp it for the moment. Okay, so to save this, I want this to be my H1 title. Refresh that. So that's my H1. So that's my main title now. and all my content then will go underneath this, all my photos and things like that, and might have some text. Okay, so for the moment though, this is all I'm going to show you. So just learn this. You know, you've made your title now. You can now put on a main header, main heading, and then you can have other less important headings underneath that, using H1 is the main heading, H2 the second most important, H3 third most important, and it goes on to H6. So that's that. Just learn this and then we'll see what's in the next tutorial.